Hello and welcome back to Connections with Danielle. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone has had a great week and have some fun things planned for this weekend. I know a lot of people are out getting their spring maintenance done around their homes, and if the weather permits this weekend, we might be doing some of that. So this week's theme for the newsletter is all about our homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is taking care of your most valuable asset, the thing you have spent the most money on and the thing you want to be protected the most, and that is your home, where your family lives, where you live, and where you spend the most time. So Franklin is going to talk to you about policies and what each of them include, and also different endorsements. And if you have questions, please, as always, reach out to talk to us about that homeowner's policy. And if it all just is too much stress, come on out to Super Smash KC and smash with us. Get rid of some of those week's stress. We are open tonight and tomorrow. And we have got a lot of great events to network at coming up this week. If you have any questions about ACA or Grandview Chamber or Olathe Chamber, please reach out to me. And thank you so much for supporting Connections with Danielle week after week. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Hi, Franklin Tire here, local American Family Insurance agent in Olathe, Kansas for the last 40 years. Today's vlog, the question we received was, how does a basic homeowner's policy work? So we thought that'd be a great question to talk about today. So a homeowner's policy is broken down in two parts. There's the part of the policy that covers the house itself. So you have a homeowner's policy that will cover things like fire, windstorm, hail, theft. Those type of perils are what's covered in your homeowner's policy that covers the house. So if a hailstorm comes through, you have coverage for that. If your house catches fire, you have coverage for that. Those are the type of things that are normally in a homeowner's policy. The second part of your homeowner's policy is your liability coverage. That's the coverage that provides coverage for you in case somebody gets hurt on your property, that type of thing. So you have some liability coverage for that. So those are the basic parts of a homeowner's policy. Then you have to add what we call endorsements to the policy to cover other things. So some typical endorsements that we have here in Kansas and Missouri that a lot of people want to make sure they have. One is sewer and sub pump backup. That provides coverage in case your sub pump fails and your basement gets flooded, or the city sewer system backs up in your house and causes damage. It provides coverage for that. There are other endorsements you can add to your policy. There's an endorsement called equipment breakdown, which provides coverage for covered appliances in your home, like your air conditioning unit, your refrigerator, your washer, your dryer. So if you have coverage for things like lightning strike or those type of things in the policy. So that's an endorsement you can add. Another really unpopular endorsement in Kansas is service line endorsement, and that provides coverage for in case your water line breaks, or if you have the utility line. A lot of times we see in a storm or something, people have their utility lines above ground where they come into a wire to the house into a mast and they get knocked off the house. So you have coverage for that type of thing. One of the big things is we've seen houses that were developed and the driveways poured over one of the water lines or the sewer lines comes from the city street to your house, and it's over the driveway's over it, but the pipe goes bad. We have to cut through your driveway, so it's an important coverage to have in case you need that. So those are some of the things that you can add to your policy. And one of the final ones is that I always tell people about is coverage for in case your identity gets stolen. That's a really nice endorsement to add to your homeowner's policy. You have some coverage in case your identity is stolen. So if you have any questions on any of these endorsements or your homeowner's policy, feel free to reach out to us.
Now I'm going to tell you my experience with American Family Insurance and why I have always thought that American Family is the best coverage, and Franklin is an amazing agent, and everybody in our office. I'm getting to experience that firsthand. I have been working on a claim for my roof that got hit during the big hailstorm a month ago or so, and I was so thankful that I had great coverage, that I knew what my coverage was, that I knew things were going to get taken care of. and I wanted to just get through that process easily, and it has been so great and so easy. If I had a question for the office, anybody on my team could answer it, as well as getting a hold of my adjuster. And I had, of course, a great roofer come out. I had Hunter Sargent with Trusted Roofing come out, and we are going to be getting a new roof soon. And I understand what it's going to be, what's going to be paid for, what's my deductible, and all of the things that are going along with homeowners' claims at this point. So that is my insight for the week, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks.